teachers and mentors will say this countless times in their lives. Yet we must ask ourselves, what really makes me different from you or anyone else in this room? We all share 99.9% of our DNA. That is a huge percentage. Fundamentally, we as the human race are at the core the same. We are all flesh, blood and bone. Each of us expresses emotions such as anger and happiness. We all have senses which we use to understand the world around us, be it taste, touch, sight, hearing or smell. We all dream of the future, and each of us aspire towards our own personal goals. This is what makes us the same. But that 0.1% is what defines each and every single one of us as individually unique. Nationality, ethnicity, religion, language, culture, our physical features and our different approaches to life are all the things which set us apart. These are our differences and our divisions, but when you put these aside, we are the same. We all need water, air, food and shelter to survive. We are in essence one. But these differences and divisions are what causes discrimination, cultural misunderstandings and a lack of empathy. The problem with the human race is that we fail to see the humanity in others when we do not empathise with them and when we do not understand them or their background. These differences in each and every person should be able to be developed and expressed without any form of barrier stopping them from doing so. They should be embraced. They should be celebrated. This is what the oneness of humanity should mean to us. That we are all the same, but we also have differences which distinguish each and every one of us as unique. This gives the world a little flavour and a variation to make life just that little more interesting. To cultivate this, we need to learn not to fear that which is different. We need to go beyond being tolerant, put ourselves in someone else's shoes. The refugee, the migrant, the foreigner, the indigenous, and the outcasts. This is oneness of humanity. This is where peace and aroha come from. But it must begin with us. We are the generation who should be saying, stop. I want to understand. I want to be able to empathise. In Aotearoa, we have many different cultures living within our borders. Many of us would identify ourselves as New Zealand Māori, New Zealand Pākehā, New Zealand Chinese. The list goes on. These type of barriers where we differentiate ourselves from one another stop us from being a unified country and create obstacles between us as a people. We need to be more confident in who we are as New Zealanders. We need to be more secure in expressing our pride in being New Zealanders. This is our country. This is our home, our tūranga waiwai. To be able to do this, we need to let go of all prejudices and preconceptions we have of one another. We need to overcome cultural misunderstandings and ignorances which hold us back as a country. After all, united we stand, but divided we will fall. As a human race, we all have what's called a common identity. For us as a people, we are all flesh, blood and bone, and this is our common identity. For us as a country, we all call this land home, and this is all of New Zealand's common identity. For us in this room, we are here today to take action in regard to race relations in Aotearoa, and this is our common identity. In fact, it's common ground between us all as a race. The idea that there's a problem in the world, and we desire to fix it, change it, and make the world a better place. This idea is what's caused the formation of organisations such as the United Nations. Now, just a little bit of history here. The United Nations has been around for approximately 52 years. It was created with the ideal to turn swords into plowshares and to promote global solidarity. The main ideas behind this were to actively cultivate peace, justice, and collective security within our world today. Now we must admit that these are, to a degree, the desires of most of humanity. We desire peace. We desire freedom of choice, speech and opportunity. As a human race, we want the world to be a better place for our children, our grandchildren, and all the future generations. We desire justice, both social justice and legal justice, and we desire to be safe and secure. This is once again common ground between us all as a human race and as a country. Our humanity is what really divides us. We see what we want to see, and we judge whom we want to judge. This is why it begins with us, both as a human race and as a country. It begins with humanity itself. A wise person once told me that humanity is at its best when it works together to solve universal problems and challenges. Indeed, humanity is at its best when it sees past our differences and our divisions to create a better future for us all. I'd like to share a quote with you. No matter the blood, no matter the skin, no matter the world, no matter the star, we are one. No matter the pain, no matter the loss, no matter the fear, no matter the darkness, we are one. This is a quote from the TV series Babylon 5, which was created and produced by Aimz. Now, I know Babylon 5 is a science fiction program, but this quote sums up the idea that despite our differences which separate and divide us, we have more in common than we care to admit or truly realise or understand. The idea that we are all unique, but we are also one, both as a human race and as a country. All of us in this room are standing on common ground. We share 99.9% of our DNA, we are from the same species, we all express emotions, we all have senses which we use to understand the world around us. We all have dreams and aspirations, and each of us has common identity. What separates us are our divisions. Nationality, ethnicity, religion, language, culture, our physical features, and our approaches to life. But what we must see is that these do more than set us apart. They also mark us as unique. This does not mean we are not one. It quite simply means that each piece of the puzzle is different, and therefore slightly unique from the one next to it. When put together, however, they form a much greater and a much greater